or any additional point that you might make on, say, setting responsibilities? You pinpointed, you emphasized the necessity of contextual, say, analysis and the contextual sense making, using those insights for the real action to follow. But any key pointers you'd like to do about setting responsibilities for this work?
Yeah, so one of the things that we've done is to leverage and access the existing networks that operate within the organization. So as part of deploying fibers, as a part of building a scanning network, we identified people who might already be looking to the future or looking to the external environments or looking to what might change as part of their day-to-day jobs. And this includes people working on strategy projects with clients who might do that to deliver a strategy project or a planning project. Or it includes the internal innovation network that we have in Aurecon. So we have several networks who are geared towards, and roles who are about driving innovation in the business. And their roles are about how do we help the business innovate? How do we help innovation thrive? And so they're a natural home to be working with because of the role that Foresight plays in the innovation space. But then we also have other parts of our business, like our people teams, our marketing teams, our communication teams, who are also looking to the future, also looking to anticipate what might change, to incorporate how they operate, to understand what they might need to train people in, to understand how they position the business. So we also work with them and share our platforms and our infrastructure, noting that the key principle that we have is making it applied. So how do we help Foresight work within the existing workflows of the people that we work with and not make it a separate thing? Oh, exactly. And not make it something different, but something that has a value add to their existing jobs, has a value add to their existing responsibilities. And that might mean providing the insights and accessing what they're doing already, but then also helping them with access to our platforms to say, here's a range of ideas, here's a range of new things, here's a space of already curated aspects and insights about the industries that we work with, through to people who might be developing conference papers or people who might be wanting to understand what might come next or engage with a client. There is also that aspect to go, here's another set of curated trends, and we can help you identify what might be coming for your next conversation with a client. So it has a wide range of applications, but what is critical is about working with people with their workflows and not making it something that's different or separate, and not making it something that sits outside, because increasingly, if you look at leadership, increasingly, if you look at what it means to be a good employee, it's about having an eye to what's changing around you. It's about understanding how, if you're a leader, how to know, well, what might shift? So how do I help my people? How do I help my organization adjust and change? And so we're all about making sure that we help the existing infrastructure within the business, the existing networks, and leverage those and make sure whatever we build slides into what they're already doing, which is one aspect of the playbook that we've developed around futures. Is they're already doing this Foresight work. They're already thinking about it. So what are the tools that we can use to help them structure it? What are the tools that we can help to take them to the next level?
Perfect. What I'm hearing is a small team, a small group of people and individuals such as yourself who facilitate or enable others across your organization, independent of their exact workloads, but or work responsibilities. I mean, to enable them both to contribute to the shared understanding and to be using those shared pieces of new understanding to enable them to use them, those new insights as part of their own daily work.
Actually, can I just add a soundbite to that? Because there's a really good point that I want to make. So I just have to say increasingly innovation is a part of every single person in an organized job. Everyone needs to be thinking about how do they improve what they do, either to create a new service or product, or innovation to make what they already do more efficient. And if innovation is increasingly everyone's job, then the question becomes around, well, what do they need to help them do that better? What are the insights? What are the processes? What are the tools? What are the support and enablers that let every single person in an organization innovate in their context and innovate in a way that lets them deliver on their job? And so a big focus around what we do is about how do we provide the tools to help other people across the business innovate? And that might be access to insights, that might be access to support, that might be help with creating a new process. So what we're doing is very much focused on how do we enable the whole business to innovate and not make it just a centralized thing that just a few people do. So platforms like Fibers let us really democratize that process, not only to say, well, here's the range of things that you could consider, here's the range of signals or opportunities that exist, but then also access and get feedback loops into what people are thinking, seeing, and doing across the business. Because if they're already doing it, but you're not collecting it and leveraging it and harnessing it and sharing it, then everyone's still just working on their own as opposed to working together. And that's a big part of what we're trying to do, is to get the system working together.
Going away from the siloed inputs or streaming inputs into a shared base understanding, of inputs and the insights being built on top of those. I love it, and I love it. You are underlying your role as an enabler to all that.